All right, so I'm getting that earth angels are different by nature. And I'm also getting that you are revered in the spirit realm because of your perseverance. You're revered in the spirit realm. There was many times where you could have given up on yourself, but you didn't. You kept going. And that reaction to tough situations, it increases your ranking in the spirit realm. The more you go through and you're able to, it's almost like school. You know, I always talk about school because earth is school. The more tests you pass, right? The more tests you pass, the higher your ranking. And the tests I'm referring to are spiritual tests. Okay, I heard my cup runneth over. My cup runneth over. So because of what you've done, your cup overflows. Your cup runneth over with knowledge. It's spiritual knowledge. Many of you might not realize it is, because not many people actually talk about the spiritual lessons in life when it comes to mainstream or when it comes to like school. They don't teach about spiritual things. If they did teach spiritual things in school, like the truth of spirituality, not just random practices, I'm talking about the things that actually matter, the things that help you to thrive in life. I'm talking about trusting oneself, intuition, your abilities that you have by nature. I'm talking about those types of things. If they taught that in school, the world would already be a different place. That's why it's not taught in school, because that's not what they want. That's not what they want. It's hot. So you've gotten through some really challenging times, right? And there were points in time where you wanted to give up, but you didn't. You didn't give up. You figured out ways to benefit yourself, benefit the circumstance. And it's like many people get stuck in that place and they don't do that. They don't do what you were able to do. And that's why you're revered in the spirit realm, because you show your value. You know, that is your fruit. Okay, I'm getting downloads. In the spirit realm, your ability to get through the spiritual test successfully, even if you fail a few times, it's fine. But it's about continuing to keep going, as well as focusing on elevation and growth. When you're able to do that, that shows you how valuable you are in the spirit realm. That's one thing. Also, how you choose to treat others. And, well, let's start here. How you choose to treat yourself and how you choose to treat others. Because you have, in order for you to treat others properly, you have to start with yourself. You have to treat yourself with kindness first. Because that's the only way you're really going to recognize why it is necessary to treat others in such a way as well. It's the only way. Once you figure that out for yourself about how you should be treating yourself, that's how you're able to treat others with kindness. And I'm always going to continue to remind you, so you know better, not to react to certain people. Because certain people, no matter what walk of life they come from, if they do not love themselves and they're not happy with themselves, they target people like you and me, or you and I. So I just want you to be mindful of that, because that is a sign of weakness. That's a weak one. That's someone who is not strong. They're weak. They are. But they don't know any better. They're still in a phase of confusion. And they're still in a phase of trying to get to know themselves. So I don't want you guys to get caught up thinking like, thinking that you need to take heed to what someone like that says to you, someone who's like attacking you. Don't take it personal. Like, you know, don't take it to heart to the point where you have yourself in a corner feeling bad about what they said about you, and allowing it to replay in your mind, wondering if what they said has some validity to it. What individuals say to you, it only has validity if you give it that. As that's the only way that something is considered valid. You have to accept it into your vessel, in order to make it valid in your life. People can say all they want. It doesn't mean it's true. Because, again, most of the time it's not. I say that a lot. That's what I'm saying again. But most of the time what people say about you is not true. They just try to create a narrative to paint a picture of you that they want to represent you. But it doesn't represent you. It does not represent you. So therefore, they can keep that. Because if you don't respond to it, you don't react the way they want you to, there's nothing that they'll be able to do. They'll just move on. Many of you in the past, or maybe even in the present, there's times where you've gotten caught up responding and reacting to certain people that are like ridiculous. And I know it's hard though, because sometimes it make you just want to, like, real quick, it's like a reaction. But I just want you guys to just try your best to work on it, because these people, intellectually, and I'm going to say that they're beneath you. And I know it sounds rough, because in all honesty, we should all be able to see eye to eye, but that's not true. So when you look at it from a space of just the facts, you could see that you could tell when someone's consciousness is above someone else's, because of how they behave, how they carry themselves, how they respond. And I'm not saying that someone with a higher mind, seeing from a higher perspective, sometimes they might even make mistakes. It's true, because if you catch someone on a bad day, you never know what could happen. It's true. It's like one of those things, but hold on. I'm hearing the more you practice your response, it's not easy. I'm not going to act like it is, because it's not. But the more you just give yourself a second, and instead of responding abruptly, you give yourself some time, it's likely that you could respond in a way that's not on the same level as the attacker. Okay? And this is what I want you guys to try to do, because a lot of times unnecessary situations go down when they really don't have to. If you had to give yourself a little more time. It's like, don't stoop down to the level of those who are beneath you. On a conscious level. Because no matter how you look at it, it might sound bad, but people are beneath you when they don't know any better. They are beneath you. And instead of them choosing to learn from you, they want to attack you because they don't understand so much. It's not just they don't understand you. They don't understand so much that happens in the world. It's like they're an infant. Their thought process is like infantile, childlike. So what is the point of arguing with a child, right? There's no point in doing that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So try your best not to fall into the trap, because all they want to do is feel special, and they need you to feel special. Okay? So this message is a bit short. But yeah, everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love. See you. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, one more thing. Purchase my book. I wrote it for you. It's to give you some guidance when you're walking through the darkness of life and you're not too sure which way to go. It'll open your eyes to a different perspective of yourself and how we relate to one another, and how there's room for all of us to win if we learn how to work together. And in order to work together, first of all, you have to know how to maintain yourself. Okay? So check it out. Get your copy of the ebook. It will be mailed to you. And I'll put a few details here on the screen for you to review so you know how to get to it. It is located on www.MNHONEYROSE.org, and you can get your copy there. And I will see you in the next video.